We are live. All right, guys. So it's going to be a short stream today. I have somewhere I need to be straight after this, so I'm going to try and get in as many as I can. What's up, guys? I'm good, man. I'm very good. The mic's a bit quiet. Yo, yo, yo. How you guys doing? Okay, so we are going to start pretty much straight away. One person donated. I think it was one person. I feel like somebody else. Yeah, I think it was just 3 tribes. But yeah, so let's just get going. Oh. Somebody else. Okay, Sunklo, thank you for donating. I will go to you second. Let's close down some stuff. I get like 6 notifications when someone donates, so my phone, I've got too many email things linked up. PayPal, and it just goes a bit crazy. Good to see you guys. Yeah, I think maybe I'll start straight away, or maybe wait for someone. Wait for people. I've just been polishing some Enduna tracks today. It's good. I'm happy with them. Does anyone want to hear a Enduna track? Oh fuck, where did I put it? Yeah, this. It's very weird. I don't know if that's the right word. But yeah, I'll play it. Let me get a nice Enduna picture. Yeah, it's very different, I would say. This one, there's 2 of them on that they signed that are very different. But yeah, I like it. I like that they're taking a chance. Fuck it, don't need a picture. Yeah, you can judge. I think they're going to ask me to do a little bit more, like, mixing wise on it, but I think it's pretty much there. What's happening, Crown? I think I made that synth too loud. Turn it down. Yeah, that's the track. I probably will need to mix it further. I wouldn't say I agree that there's not a lot of mid or sub, because I think for me it's definitely there. It feels warm, and volume wise and on span there's a lot of bass there. But maybe I'll have another look. But yeah, that's the track. Strange track. Anyway, let's begin. So yeah, 3 tribes. Where are we? Get rid of this. Why has it disappeared? So yeah, I'm going to start with 3 tribes. Love is Down. He donated yesterday. Download. Love is Down. Yeah, man. There's definitely a big sub bass there, but maybe I'll need to turn it up. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, anyway, so let's have a listen. I wonder how you've fallen on your knees. The teachings you've been given last 1,000,000 years. I thought that trust was broken, cut and run. Now that I've awoken, love is done. Love is down. Love is down. I'm touching all All right, thank you for sending that one in. Yeah, I think the main issue I would say would just be the mix. The high end, it just feels a little bit out of balance. So it feels quite sharp and bright up in the top end here. Like that synth is very dry and very sharp in like these frequencies, like 2K I think it is. Yeah, here it's very in your face, and it's kind of like getting in the way of everything else. I think you just need to balance it out a little bit so you have a little bit more low end. I would put a clap in a bit sooner. I was kind of waiting for the groove to be a bit more solid. It's just a long time where it's just kind of kick bass and these like soft hats. Man, yeah, that synth is so loud. I think you just need to turn it down. Yeah, I would have added some kind of clap at this point here, just to kind of get the groove started. Yeah, the synth needs either an EQ or it just possibly needs turning down. I'd maybe saturate it a little bit and try and make it sound a little bit more lush. It sounds very dry and yeah, I don't know what the best word would be. I don't want to say cheap, but it just sounded just a bit like it needs more processing and a bit more love to it to make it stand out, especially when you've got it so loud and it's so prominent in the mix. It's very creative though. Like there was a lot of nice changes in there. I like the vocal, I think. I'm not sure if it like really resonates with me, but I like how you like following the melodies that you have there, and there's a clear like theme going on with the track. But yeah, I think what else? Let's see. Yeah, like here for sure there should be a clap. Just to like bring it all together. I personally I think if you do some more work on that lead on the synth, I think it could tie the track together a bit better, just because it's so loud and so not like lush sounding that it's kind of conflicting the track, or it's making the track not sound as good as it could be, I should say. Yeah, I can't think anything else I would add. What are people saying in the comments? And hello to everyone. Sorry, I haven't caught everyone. Did I miss mine yet? No. That's it. Really. Plastic synth. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm gonna move on. Okay. So, yeah. Thank you for sending that in, Free Tribes. So the next donation was Sunklo. Where are you, Sunklo? I saw you here. And then we have Karam, or Clearan B. And then let's get that up. And then somebody else donated Croup. Let's go to Croup. And then we will be in the queue. Okay, cool. I'm just going to listen from here. So yeah, this is Synklo. Is it Synklo? Sunklo. This is really, really nice. Enjoying it a lot. Very warm. Sound design's really good. Only thing I would comment is that the drums need to maybe come up by a couple dB. It also, at this point here, the kick starts to get a bit lost, and you might have a bit of mud coming through, especially here. Possibly, or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it just feels a little bit heavy in the like 120 hertz region to 300 region. Maybe you just need to do a little bit of a EQ curve, like, yeah, something like this. Open things up a little bit more, and push the kick. I'd add a little bit of a click to the kick as well, just because it's really like getting a bit lost when the synths start building up. You could even you don't even have to have the click through the whole time, because the kick's kind of nice and soft here. Like, it's really good here, but yeah, it needs more support here. Really, really, really nice. Sorry, I'm cut it off a bit short, but let's have a listen. Really, really nice. There's nothing wrong with like the instrumentation, the melodies, chords. Potentially what you could have done with the sound design, or maybe just like a layer with that dun 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 dun. Maybe have something with a little bit more attack on it, just so like you kind of bring it home at the end here. So I can imagine something just being a bit more like plucky coming through just towards the end here, but you can ignore that. It sounds really, really nice as it is. Just a little addition. Yeah, man, really good. Just little mixing things potentially just to bring it out a bit more. I feel like the drums could just be, a bit bigger. Maybe you need a little bit more stereo imagery with them as well, with the drums. And as someone said with the bass, you could have a bit more stereo with the bass as well. Just in like the 120 hertz region, not the sub, obviously. Okay, cool. So yeah, thank you for sending it in, and thank you for donating. Let's move on. What was it? What's your name? Zigane. Yeah, thank you for donating. You donated twice, but thank you very much. You can just donate through either. So yeah, thank you for the coffee and donating. I'll get to yours after these two. Clear, and I'm probably not going to listen to, but okay, without secondary pluck. Okay. What's going on, Leah? Yeah, the art, it's not too repetitive, that art, but it's just like maybe you could have layered it with something more plucky to kind of evolve it. I think like the melody itself, you could keep it as it is, but yeah, you could maybe just evolve it. Okay, Cool. Let's go with clearing. Is this the one that you sent to Silk and Colorize? What's going on, Jonathan? Anybody else I missed? To Flowegia. Beautiful track, man. Really, really nice. It feels like it's really come alive now. The mix is great. I really like the mix. It is wide, but I mean, like, don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, it needs to be monocompatible, but I don't think you pushed it too far. Let's have a look. I was just checking here. No, I mean you're not like. I mean, yeah, you are at 0, but as long as you're not going really low here, that's where you start phasing a lot. I think you're actually fine. It makes the mix sound super like big and just lush. So yeah, I think you've mixed it pretty well. I don't think I would worry too much about. And another thing as well is once you get it signed, the label, whoever will master it, and they'll take care of that. Like they'll say, okay, yeah, it's too wide or whatever. But as it is, I would just leave it. Don't worry about all that. I like all the textures just popping on the sides and things like that. Otherwise, man, the melodically, it's really, really nice. I didn't get bored at any point. You did a good job with the pluck and the secondary pluck there and the melody. The vocal, I wish I could like kind of hear it a bit more and kind of grasp onto it a little bit more. Like if I knew what she was saying. But I mean, the melody is nice and simple, so it's easy to kind of catch on to. Yeah, man, it's really, really good. I think. Have you sent this version off, to labels, or was it the version before you did this secondary pluck? She's saying hold me. Okay, yeah, I don't need to hear that. Oh, you sent both versions. Oh man. I really like it, but I think, yeah, I get why Silk didn't sign it, because it's very, well, I would thought it would suit on Colorize. It's very like progressive house. But let me just see what people are saying. Definitely needs rebalance a bit more towards the center. The idea sounds solid. Yeah. With the whole, like, I mean, it is important to have your mix very mono-compatible. You need to be able to hear everything in mono. But you can, like, if you reference a lot of like really great producers like Ben Boma, Lane 8, like a lot of like top people in the scene, a lot of their tracks are super wide. Like some of the elements are just super, super wide. And like even if like Ben Boma, when he did his production music live thing, and he's saying like, yeah, I push things, like he puts like delays on delays with reverbs. He pushes things super into the stereo field, and then like he just says the mastering engineer takes care of it afterwards and says to him afterwards like, oh yeah, maybe you need to chill a little bit. And like that's kind of the approach that I go with now a bit. Like I abuse the stereo field quite a lot, and then when I send it to the labels and whatever, they're like, okay, yeah, maybe make it a little bit more mono compatible. So yeah, I don't know where I stand with all that. But anyway, let's move on. Thank you for sending it in. I'm not sure where you could send it. Maybe send it to like Le Youth's label. What's it? I'm not sure what it's called. Progress something. Let's see. Actually, I'm curious. Leo's saying if we put it into mono, a lot of the main elements will disappear. Is it that wide? I won't say they disappear, but they for sure lose a lot of volume. Yeah, there's a few like little artifacts in there that just go. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I misread. But I mean, you're not wrong. There is little elements that go. So maybe chill. What I do, and I've been doing this a little bit, is just like when I add an element and I'm like, oh, is that too wide? It's just putting span on your master or whatever, play it in solo, and then just check this correlation meter. And if you drop in like here, something like that, then just chill it down a little bit and make it a little bit less stereo. Anyway, let's move on. We're just gonna go on a rabbit hole of mono and stereo compatibility. So yeah, I have my list here. Let's go back. Somebody else donated. Thank you, Deuce. Let me close these down. Where are we now? So I believe it was Krupi who donated next. Let's just check. I don't have anything on here. What's going on? There we go. All right. What's going on? There we go. Yeah, so they're on the donation queue, Mixclim. I know you was high in the original queue. Yeah, you were second. But everyone's donated that I'm going through now. Yeah, like so we got these are the rest of the donations, I believe. Yeah, man, I will get to yours. I don't know if you ever need any feedback from me. You definitely are a solid producer. Like you don't need my. Well, it's always good to get another pair of ears. Sorry, I was about to say something feels really weird about the kick, and it was because it was warping. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry. Sorry. I need to say stuff before I forget. Obviously the tambourine. Everybody in the comments is going crazy about the tambourine. Yes, it's resonant. Sorry. One thing with tambourines, though, by the way, they look sharper than they actually are. It's a super sharp spike, and yes, it was resonant. But just because you see a really sharp spike doesn't mean that it actually is resonant. Make sure you've got good headphones. You can hear that it's actually piercing, because you don't want to kill it too much. But yeah, you for sure needed to turn it down. The other thing is just the piano is starting to get a bit boring. I think you need to evolve the chords a bit more. Do a bit of a longer loop. And just on the second 8, you could just be doing some different intervals and things like that. You don't have to super evolve it a lot, but just a little bit of evolution there, especially on the break here. You're missing passing notes da, 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 da. Just loads of little notes you could be putting in here to make it sound a bit more interesting. Yeah, like that. The side chain is quite heavy on that synth as well. I would maybe chill it a little bit, just bring the ratio down. Especially here, you probably just take away your side chain thing. You don't need it to be ducking when there's no kick there, and it'll make it feel a lot more open.
No one's looking, do you still care to try? The more you question life, the more you wonder why.
Yeah, I agree actually with Jonathan with the bass. It needs more mid. The sub's present. You can see that it's present, and you can kind of hear and feel that it's present. But it needs a bit more mid. You can see here. Just this one here could have a little bit more saturation, so maybe it could carry on a little bit further than 120. So right here. Needs a bit of that. I'd bring out that melody a bit more. I think that could be rising a bit, like opening up more and more and evolving. The gliding lead is nice, but it's like, okay, I've heard it for most of the track now. Kind of wanting something else to take center stage. Yeah, man, really nice work. Just those little points I think that we've said along the way. I'm not in love with the vocal, but maybe it just needs pushing back a little bit in the mix. It's a little bit like up front, but I mean, it's just like when I heard it, I wasn't like, ooh, yeah, that's really nice. It was just like, okay, yeah, it's nice to have the vocal in there. I like what he's saying in there, but I don't know. It's like the tone just didn't give me any feels. But I think that's just a personal opinion thing. But yeah, man, I can't think of anything else I would add. What are people saying? Yeah, maybe you could put some more processing on the vocal just to make it feel a little bit more special. Just have a little play around with it. Okay, cool. Let's move on. We're working our way through the queue. I think it was Zigane next. Where is it? Holy Melon. Great name. This track is already very high in my... I don't know what I'm trying to say. I already rate this track because of the name. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, so this is Zigane, Holly Melon. I don't know if that's supposed to say holy, it's one L. But Holly Melon, maybe it's a girl you know. She's got big melons. Ooh, look at that phase. This is way too wide. Yeah, you can see here, it's in the red. Chill, whatever that is. Ah. Great groove. Sorry, really nice groove. Just those little ticks are like organic sounds. They're just a bit dry. I think maybe you need to have a bit of filter delay on them or something, or it sounds like my computer is popping from like the CPU problems rather than like a really nice sound. I think you need to just do a little bit of processing on them, make them a little bit less dry. Yeah, nice groove, nice melody. It's building. I feel like it's evolving. I'm excited to see where it's going to go. Yeah, Jonathan's spot on. Like the synth is very aggressive. Maybe you just compress it a little bit. It might even just be a bit aggressive in the top end. It might be your mix in general. Like it's almost like it's got like too much saturation on. And the way that it pops through, it's like really just overpowering the mix. Then like these sharp frequencies here are a bit much. I would say that you could actually liven up your high end a little bit more, maybe just with some more like shakers in there or hats, something that's a little bit more lush. It feels just a bit soft and tame in comparison like to the kick and clap. Just like just needs to come up a little bit more, I'd say. Otherwise, it's sounding very nice, very interesting. Camera's fucking up. Yeah, so you see, like, you can see visually with your mix, and you can hear that it's just a bit out of balance. You need to just chill this section a bit more. Just calm it down, turn it down a little bit. I know it's an important part of your track because it's where that main synth is sitting, but it's just taken over so much. And maybe just chill here. I can't talk and show you at the same time, but just chill a few of the frequencies here, which will make it feel a little bit less muddy. I think it's just that you kind of mid-bass. Always try to have the sub and the kick louder, and then your kind of mid here quieter, but not too quiet because you lose a bit of the body from the mix. And yeah, you should try to get a bit of a curve, like, you know, like this, like a valley. It doesn't always happen. Like, it doesn't mean that you have to visually have your track looking the same every single time, but it's definitely a bit out of balance here. You got like this big mountain of sound here, and then the rest is a lot quieter. Not a lot quieter, but a bit quieter. Yeah, I think you're missing sound here. Obviously what I'm doing there is quite extreme, and you should do it within the mix and the individual elements, but something like that kind of needs to happen. Just a bit of a chill here. You need more volume in your high end, in your more volume, but you need to control the resonant frequencies because you do have some resonant frequencies there. So you need a little bit more of a lush high end, a bit more vibrant. I don't mean synth wise. Your synths are very loud in the high end, but the hats, they need to come up. You need a bit more of a ch to your hats. What's everyone else saying? I think, that's it. I'm not sure if you're still in the chat, but very nice track. It evolves nicely. I think melodically it's good. It's not. I'm not really getting bored of it. I mean, it is quite similar. I mean, if you listen like here to here, it's like kind of the same. I wonder if you could evolve the chords maybe or something like that, or bring in some kind of nice string in the background to just make it feel a little bit more evolved here. But it does kind of cruise along nicely. It's got a nice feel to it, like a nice soothing feel. If you made that synth a little bit less aggressive, it will be a lot more soothing. But yeah, cool. I can't think of anything else that I would say. But I actually need feedback if you are down. Yeah, man, but there's a queue, and I am actually going to finish kind of soon. Maybe like 2 more songs. So yeah, cool. Thank you as a game for sending that in. And Nomad. So this is now Deuce. That's a short track. That's what we like to see. Yeah, like what Mason's saying with the span smile. Like, it's very true. Like a lot of time with like a good mix, I'll notice it with myself. Like, if I've made a good mix, I'll usually have that kind of smile, that valley. It's like, zoom. But I've also had some tracks where, and I've referenced some tracks, like especially there was a track from Lane 8, and it was like so big here, and then this was a lot quieter, but then this was high here. So it had the valley, but he also had this element here, and I can't remember what track it was, but it was needed because the lead was so prominent in the track. It was like the main thing, and he obviously prioritized the lead being louder than the groove, like the kick and the hats. And I've had the same with some of my tracks, so I'm like, but I want that lead to be just like more dominant. I want it to come in and just blow your face off. So the point is that don't take what I'm saying so literal. You should never take any feedback like super literal. Like, you should always just take it as an opinion. But anyway, let's go. This is Deuce, Nomad. Yeah. I know you only made this in a few hours, you said, but no excuse. No, not really. It's actually really nice. Like the melodies are good, and the groove is good. But yeah, like, as you can see here with Ozone, it's very mono. So when I put Ozone on here, and I just pushed the mids inside, maybe I pushed it a bit far, and added this stereoizer, it makes the track feel a lot more alive and open. It feels really dry at the minute. There's something wrong with the kick and the clap. I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on what it is. I think maybe the kick might be a bit boxy. You might want to have a little bit of a different kick and a different clap. So yeah, it's a weird kick. Feels a bit hollow. It needs a bit more like that, kind of like a deeper. So you're just keeping like the good frequencies, so like the nice sub, and get like a nice click to it. Obviously this is over the whole track, so it's going to sound weird, but yeah, something like that. It was a bit resonant in that vocal, the female or the high pitched vocal. That's a little bit sharp, but yeah, man. Otherwise, I would keep like the ideas as they are. They're nice. Like you're evolving the track. My phone keeps ringing me. I might just if it's something urgent, then I might need to go. It's rang me like 6 times. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry. Yeah, let's see what people are saying. Reduce the OTT from the Vox. That takes over the res. A friend of mine, the wolf that kick, she be howling. Is that what it's called? Howling. He likes the snare and clap. Yeah, interesting. But yeah, you could take the kick and the clap. I think it's like it's the way that they land on each other. I think it's that boxy frequency. I think that's going to help it, because it's like they just sound very similar. No, they don't sound similar. What we'll talk about. It's kind of grown on me now that I'm listening to it again. But I know that I was like, when I was listening through, I was like, something feels weird. I think it would just be the boxiness in the kick. But yeah, cool. Anything else you can think of? Anyone else got other things that they can think of? I think it sounds good. Like for a nice solid idea. I think just a little bit of work with the mix. I don't know if you need to add any more elements in here. You've got like nice vocal. Yeah, that's all I can think to say. Thanks for sending it in. Okay, let's go. So the last one, that was the last one in the donation queue, I think. Yeah. Now we're going to finally get to Mixclim. Who's been patiently waiting. Wait, you said something in the thing. Transitions are ass. Nice.
Flags in our hand. When you say you're done, you do it again. I pick my heart back up and cold. With nothing left to say, we said it all. Painted
Sounds low bit rate. I did not pick up on that. I really liked it. I love it. The bass is huge. Holy shit. When this came in, it was like slap me in the face. You need a little bit more. Yeah, you need some fills here. Like these gaps are nice. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe just do like one here. Because it kind of needed to groove a little bit, like continue grooving. And then having a bit of a gap. But a little drum fill, or, you know, I think you already know because you said the transitions are ass. And I'm assuming you mean these. I think this was good. The drop was sick. Ooh, that bass, man, just slaps you in the face. You have your basses super wide as well. I'd like to see this on span to see where you sit them. But yeah, man, it's great. The vocal's sick. I felt like the effects on the vocal here were a little bit much, like the panning effect. It felt like it was kind of a little bit distracting from like the center vocal. Maybe you could, if you've got them on a return, maybe just turn them down a little bit, or not having the delay on every single word that he's saying. Like, it should just be at the end of the phrase, I think. When you're near, something like that, not right at the start, because it gets a little bit messy. Yeah, other than that, nice. Oh, it's the effects came with the stem. Yeah, people are saying ignore that. YouTube went. Yeah, okay. So the bitrate was all right. I was gonna say, to me, it sounds clean. Yeah, man. Can't think anything else. Oh, so you can't do anything with those vocal. You can't get rid of those effects because it's a remix. Well, it's not the end of the world. It's just, yeah, could chill a little bit. That the groove that you've got in the bass, I kind of wish it was a bit more apparent. That dum 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 dum. I wonder if you could bring it up a little bit more. It's like it's there, but it's not really coming through. Like, and it would be really nice just to add that feeling. You can add toms. You could add toms if you like. But yeah, I don't think you need to put any more stuff in here, to be honest. Because the vocals, like, you're leaving a lot of space for the vocal. The low end's really nice, the drums are great. But yeah, I would maybe exaggerate that. Bump, 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 bump. Just that, like, that bump in the groove a little bit more. But yeah, cool. That's it. I think I'm going to do one more. So we are on to blank Boris, and that will be the last one, guys. So if you're sending in stuff now, I'm sorry. All AB, the drums, baby. What's AB? I'm like half reading the conversation. All right, cool. So this is Blank Boris, another remix. Felix Donfenbeck, Left Sector. All right, last one, guys. I need to say things before I forget. I was going to play all the way through. The synth is really nice that comes through here. Really, really nice. I'm not sure that ARP is good. Maybe you need to just turn it down a little bit and make the melody a little bit more interesting. You're doing a lot of panning on it as well. But yeah, it's just I don't think it's working like the ARP. But when that lead came in, it was like, ooh, shit. Yeah, it's like that ARP needs to be a little bit more of just a background sound, I think. Especially here, like it's just still very dry, like not dry, but it's very prominent, and then that leads just like somewhere in the background. Should be the other way around. Yeah, this was great, but there was a lot of sharp things coming through. Hence why I was pulling that face like I stubbed my toe. Yeah, there's a lot of things that just popped up really loud. I think you just need a bit of compression on them, just so you're taming them when they come through. Really good here, but when you come here, you can see the bass is still very like loud all the way through here. I would maybe just have a little section where the bass chills down. Like you just cut it off and then allow the bass to come through here. Like here, there should be filtered down in the low end. Maybe reduce the track to a bit more mono, and then when you drop here, this is gonna have so much more impact. And that sound that's coming through here, it's just like super loud and sharp. Yeah, this is a common thing that I don't want to say beginner producers do, but something that producers do. It's just you're not deciding on what needs to be the lead element. You're having everything that's loud. So maybe it's like a case of you over compressing in the master stage or limiting, so then there's no dynamics, so everything's loud. I think you just need to decide, like, okay, this is going to be subtle and help with the groove, and then this main element, I would say the lead, that can come out a little bit more, so then maybe reduce a bit of the reverb on it to make it more center, so it's a bit more dry in the mix, not super dry, but a little bit more dry in the mix. And then just chill things like the ARPs and the bongos and stuff. Like here, it's just chaos. There's a lot of things going on. You've got the ARP, which is delaying, and that delay is just like setting off a new groove, as well as the ARP original groove. So like you have these two grooves going on, then you got the drum groove going on, and then you got this lead coming in. There's just too many things, so it's quite hard to latch on to, okay, yeah, this is the main groove. Yeah, man. I mean, I think we've kind of said it. It's just too many things fighting for the limelight. Which is, I think, like, honestly, space is your friend in production. Like, just leaving air and gaps for things to breathe and come through. You've just got too many rhythms going on. Like the kick and clap and hat groove is nice and solid, but then you got all the other things that just kind of like offsetting it. It was a nice journey. Like the melodic stuff's good. Like the sound design's good, I would say. Maybe the ARP need a little bit more work, and the sound selection's good with the drums. Just that damn mix. Just need to sort the mix out. Just decide what you want to be the main element, and then let everything else complement that main element and that main theme. All right, cool. That's it, guys. I need to go and I'm going to go do some training. Go beat up some people. So yeah, thank you everyone who donated to the stream and everyone who sent in the music. Great music as always. The next stream, and sorry anybody that I've missed. Yeah, Manu, Ford, Callum, and I am Zapanda. Yeah, sorry guys, but next week, if you want to skip the queue, donate. I only have so much time in the day to listen to your music. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks Mason, Jonathan, DJ Emo. Adios.